We all want to win. We love to win. We hear stories of great athletes and their trophies, but barely hear about the people who helped them get there. To me, being successful is being predictable. It's being able to duplicate yourself over and over. It's giving intentionally without expecting anything in return. It's giving up the position of a manager and choosing to be a leader. We can only positively change the world as far as our hands can reach. Talk of celebrities, social media influencers, and politicians. But for most of us, it's our sphere of contact. At New Lifestyle, we inspire change, and we hope this story will inspire you to do even much more.
My name is Raymond Diaz. We're actually at Four Seasons Martial Arts in Lexington, Kentucky. It's a Carson Gracie affiliated gym with Mike O'Donnell, four-stripe black belt. He's actually the president of Carson Gracie, and I'm actually the Muay Thai instructor and kickboxing instructor here at Four Seasons.
Okay, so how long have you been doing kickboxing, and how long have you been at this location?
I've been here 9 years teaching at Four Seasons Martial Arts. I started kickboxing when I was 6 years old. I'm 37 now. Started Muay Thai about 15, going on 18 years now under Ty Durham. That's actually from Thailand. Trained with him at MCA out of Richmond, Kentucky. And then he moved back to Haipan on the other side of Thailand. So I've been pretty much taking over the MCA Muay Thai Association here in Kentucky.
Okay, so you're actually not from America?
No, originally from Havana, Cuba. I moved to Miami when I was 4 or 2, and I lived there until I was 4, and I moved to Kentucky after that.
Okay, so that's interesting. So what drew you into martial arts?
I started kickboxing and boxing when I was a kid with my grandfather and my real dad, and I enjoyed it and stuff. And you know, as a kid, if they push you too much, you really get burned out of it. So I got burned out a little bit once I got to Kentucky. It took me a break for a while. I went to school for culinary for a chef, and when I got out, started working at EKU, and I met a guy named Chase Lloyd that was actually from Havana, Cuba too. His dad was Cuban and his mom was African American, and we started boxing together, and I was training them and stuff, and we ended up competing. So I opened a gym that was a 15 by 34 warehouse and stuff, and I was there for about 5 years, started getting more students that wanted to learn martial arts and self-defense. And then I opened another building that was 500 square foot, a storefront. And then I had to get serious about it, get my business license and stuff and all that. And then I went to a 800 square foot building to a 1,200 square foot building. And then 5 years later to a 1,900 square foot building. And ended up, after 20 years, closing it down to come here and train at Four Seasons Martial Arts full time.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I mean, that whole history and with the experience that you have. So when you look at where you're at now, what impact are you trying to bring, and what's your main target? Are you only looking at impacting mostly training the kids, or are you trying to just go across the board and everybody?
My main focus is with everybody really, kids, adults, weight loss, health. You know, the way I look at it is a lot of people say they don't want to compete to fight in a competition, but the thing is they don't realize that what's the most important thing about your body is you have to fight for your health. You have to fight to take care of your body. You have to make sure that what you're eating is healthy, because when you get older, you're sitting in front of the TV, you're drinking pop, you know, you're eating unhealthy stuff. You know, it's bad for you. Then you have to go to the doctor and you know, they tell you that, you know, you got to start exercising. The exercise that we do is a full body workout. Muay Thai and kickboxing is like a legit workout that burns up to 15 to 200 sometimes 2,500 calories in an hour and a half to 2 hours. I recommend a lot of people for doing it. I like teaching kids because it teaches the kids discipline, teaches the kids respect, teaches them leadership, it teaches them how to get along with others and stuff, and teach especially how to respect their parents. I'm highly about that, you know, teaching the kids and stuff like that, because anymore we got kids that are running the streets, picking fights with people and stuff like that, and that's just not cool. But you know, I reached out to everybody that's wanting to learn martial arts. You know, I said I'm not the best of it, but you know, I learned from other instructors that I've learned from, and I like sharing my knowledge, what I've learned over the years with them.
That's interesting. So why, with all the health benefits and every other factors that you've stated, and some people might be still skeptical about it, you know, like, okay, maybe they just need to cut down on what they eat, or maybe eat right. So why do you think still physical exercise and fitness is important?
Well, you can cut out what you eat and stuff too, but all you're doing is burning water weight and stuff. You're not building any muscle or toning up your bones, because when we get older, our bones get weaker, you know, and it's the most important thing is building muscle and trying to stay retained with that. Picture like if you have a vehicle and you don't change the oil in your vehicle, you know, and you drive it for so long and you never change that oil, the pistons start getting rusty, and you know, they start getting fouled out, and then you shoot a rod through your motor. Well, your body's the same way. If you don't take care of your body and you don't flush it out and you keep getting bigger and bigger, you're pushing more blood through your heart. Your heart's pushing more blood flow, and it's pumping more fat, you know, it's pumping faster and faster. So it's not good for you. So we want to make sure that people's health is the number one. Even if you're nervous about doing it, we have a beginner's course that helps people, you know, ease their way in. The main key is your first step is stepping in the gym and asking questions. Because if you step in the gym and ask questions, you already stepped in there to already start. We tell people, you know, once you walk through that door, you're in. And all you have to do is motivate yourself to do it. Even if you have to get somebody to do it with you, as you know, get them to do it with you. If you have two people doing it with you, or one person besides you, it's good for you.
So what's the overall response that you've gotten so far from, and you also, well, from the people around Lexington and Richmond, and what's the, looking at the demographics, where's your main clients? Are they mostly based up here in the city, or do you have a lot of people from Richmond as well?
I have clients that are mostly from Lexington. I have some fighters that come from Lexington or Cincinnati and Tennessee to come down and work with me and stuff, with pad work and stuff like that. I have a webpage too. It's called Raymond Diaz Martial Fitness Program, and I have some pictures of a weight loss program that I did for 16 weeks, challenging women and men to lose weight. It went good. Went for 16 weeks. I've got pictures of ladies from the first beginning into the end beginning that lost 11 inches off their waist and lost 60, 70 pounds in 16 weeks. And these are, you know, some women are 67 years old. They're getting in there and motivating themselves to do something and change their life around.
So that's, it sounds like the positive impact,
right,
that you're bringing over to, you know, to the community.
Mm-hmm.
So again, referring back to my question, do you get mostly people in the urban areas as opposed to like rural? If you look at Richmond, it's the smallest, you know, place as opposed to Lexington. And why do you think that there's that gap to where people in smaller places or areas are not so fully engaged into activities like this as opposed to people in the city, from your experience?
It's just hard to say. I mean, a lot of people, some will travel, some won't. I know when I had my gym in Richmond, I had some that it was a community training, and then I had people drive an hour for training, you know, 3 days a week. But sometimes some people are just not motivated or, you know, want to try it, so they'll go to a regular gym and walk on a treadmill or do elliptical or something like that, but you're not going to get the same results doing that than you will actually training in a gym that's you have somebody beside you pushing you and motivating you and telling what you're doing wrong and helping you progress through what that's going to benefit you. Like I can go and run on a treadmill at the same pace, my body gets used to the same thing. But then if I run 30 seconds full speed, my body goes in shock. But I don't have a coach there beside me. This is a thing that we're doing here, that we have a coach that beside you. If you have questions, it's gonna get answered for you. You're not gonna get pushed to the side. Somebody's gonna be there to help you benefit anything. But like I said, here we get some people just basically in that Lexington area right here. A lot of people don't want to drive so far, like from Richmond or anything like that up here of gas and stuff.
Okay, which again, you have people from Cincinnati, so I think it's more of people are not just fully motivated.
Right.
So now let's talk about the young girl that you was training earlier on.
She is 6 years old. She's been with me for, I think, going on 2 months now. She only trains 2 days a week. She does the kids boxing and kickboxing class on Fridays and Sundays. The attention span with her is still growing. Of course, when you have kids from 4 to 6, sometimes 7, they're always trying to look around and see what's going on. If there's other kids around, they want to see what they're doing. So the attention span is still building up with her, teaching her. She's come a long ways. But I give her about 2-3 more months. She'll be in progress and looking a little better than she was today. I just enjoy teaching kids that age because it gets them out in front of a TV, playing video games, stuff like that. It keeps them active and teaching them discipline and respect and leadership.
So when you look at these kids, instilling on these morals, getting them off the TV. So at the end of the day, when you look at them, what exactly do you want to achieve? What exactly do you want to achieve at the end of it all?
My goal to achieve with them is teaching them, respect and leadership, and always, look up to others. Especially learning the martial arts so they don't get bullied. There's a lot of bullying going on. I want to make sure the kids understand that the stuff that you're learning, it's not for you to go out on the street, or to your friends and hurt one of them, or try to pick a fight. It's teaching them how to stay calm, relaxed, and if you're getting bullied, the best way to do is walk away until they touch you. If they're coming and they're touching you and they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing, then you can react by telling them, hey, stop again. If you have to warn them 3 times, then you're on your own. You already warned them 3 times, then you defend yourself. We try to teach our kids, stay relaxed and calm. So, a situation like that comes involved. And then, of course, being really respectful to your parents and understanding that, they just want the best for you and stuff here, So we have a good kids program that we got going on. And I like the kids. I like to be a leader to the kids and teaching them a lot about the martial arts, and them always looking up to me. If they need something, I'm always here to answer their questions and stuff.
So you're not just teaching the kids just about martial arts. You're actually impacting something in their lives.
Right.
So now you said something about keeping them off social media and video games, and why do you think that's important in this?
Social media. Anymore. These days, it's bad, I got a son that's 11, that's almost 5'8", 220 pounds, and he's playing football, and he likes Fortnite. A lot of kids anymore, they're watching the Fortnite or playing Fortnite and stuff. They do, they get brainwashed, Them sitting in front of a TV playing games causes them to gain weight. Eye vision, your eyes start hurting, you have to start going to the eye doctor. I try to keep him away from it. Like my son, I keep him an hour a day on his game. That's it. The rest of the time you need to be outside enjoying it and being a kid. You don't have to be stuck inside playing a video game every day and being online, talking to other people. The biggest thing that I'm really protective over with my son too is Being online, talking to other kids from other countries, because you really don't know if they're kids. It can be somebody that's a grown adult that has a voice program to be a kid, you know, and then they're giving your number out and stuff like that. So, you know, I try to just keep the kids away from that situation. So, you know, stuff doesn't happen. In these days, we got kids missing, girls missing all the time, and it's caused, you know, internet and stuff, you know, TV shows that's causing kids to do crazy things.
Absolutely, absolutely. So with everything going on, and I know we're going to continue this program because this is very interesting. So I guess for now, where can people find you? And you can just talk about other programs that you offer and that people might be interested in, you know, for all the way from adults to, I mean, all the way from kids to the adults, and just talk about everything that you offer and where people can find you.
You can find me on Facebook under Raymond Diaz, and it has a picture of me and my son on profile. Or you can find me on Raymond Diaz Martial Fitness Program. That's my own webpage. Or you can find me here at Four Seasons Martial Arts at 951 Floyd Drive in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm here every evening, Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock, and every Sunday at 3 o'clock with kids class. You know, I pretty much live here, and if I'm taking time away from my family to be here to dedicate to you, that means something.
So whenever you started, you know, establishing your business doing this, how old were you?
When I started doing my own business, I was 28. No, I was 22. Just got out of high school. Went to, you know, to college and stuff at Sullivan University. Got out, went here to EKU to work, and started working with some people, Chase Lloyd and them, and started doing mixed martial arts, helping some other fighters with their striking and stuff. I wasn't really into jiu-jitsu and stuff. I had some fighters that were top fighters in the state of Kentucky. Brandon Stewart was 8-0 as a title holder. He fought for Hard Rock MMA and Kentucky Fight Challenge for Jimmy Mack and some other promotions. I had several, like I said, several fighters that were top contenders in the state of Kentucky. Right now, I don't have a lot of fighters that I work with. I just work with some kickboxers and stuff, and my main focus is right now is weight loss and helping kids build up to be that level. In martial arts, it's more trying to reach out to the kids, because with the kids, it's a lifetime span. The kids can grow into it, kind of like what I did. When you get older people, you know, some people stick into 2-3 years, but with kids, they grow into it and they learn the aspect of the martial arts, and you know, and they grow into it and they stick there for 10-15 years or longer. So that's what I like about doing this and stuff, and staying active.
Now, fresh out of high school, and then you branch out, you see this opportunity, something that you was already doing anyways, something like your passion, your hobby, but then you see the opportunity to start a business.
Right.
Why do you think it's important for young people to recognize and just branch out on their own and be independent?
And I tell you what, it is a lot of responsibility, especially if you enjoy martial arts or any kind of business you want. You got to set a goal in life of what you want to do. If it's martial arts, be a cop, be a firefighter, anything. Your most important thing, and I tell all my students, is your education, your grades. Your grades, you got to be on top. You got to reach for what you want. You have. It's telling you. I regret shutting mine down and, you know, losing my business, you know, closing it down and stuff. But I don't regret it, because when I come here, I had an opportunity with Mike O'Donnell to build up more, you know, and achieve more goals. And what I like about here is I don't have to worry about my overhead, paying my rent and stuff. You know, I just come here and do what I love to do, helping fighters and stuff. When you own your own business, you got rent, you got lights, you got gas, you got cell phone, you got internet, you got stuff that you got to pay for besides your bills. And it's a lot of responsibility. I enjoyed it. It was a good run. Now where I'm at now, it's a new opportunity. it's a new lifespan for me. And what's very important is I'm getting to work with new people and a lot of fighters and a lot of people that's wanting to lose weight, better their health, and change their lifestyle.
So with what you do, it sounds like a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
For people to just be on there. Because the reason I'm asking, I'm a business person myself, and with a lot of young people right now, they only look up to, the government, these companies, corporations. There is no jobs, there is not this and that. But people have hobbies, people have goals and dreams that they want to set. But again, they're looking in the wrong places. So with all the discipline that you said, what does it take to establish that discipline? With what you're doing, you teach these kids how to be disciplined. So what goals can people take? What steps can people take to establish discipline?
You can take any kind of step. You just got to make sure that it's a step that you want. Like when I took that step and I signed, I had to fill out applications for my city license, for my state license to be LLC. I had to fill out insurance to make sure somebody got hurt. It's a lot of steps. Like I said, to reach a goal, you just gotta think. You gotta know what you want in life. I never thought in my life that I was going to become a martial artist. My goal was to become a cop. I worked at Scott County Jail and the Sheriff's Office for 2 years, and then I transferred it over to Winchester Deputy Jail, and it was just not for me. So I went back to martial arts, and I said, this is where my heart's at. This is what I love doing, and this is what I'm going to stick to doing. Because I always wanted to become a cop, but then I realized the stuff that I had to do, it wasn't enough money, and my life was on the hands, and I have a family. Doing this, I can help others, I can change the lives of others, I can do stuff like that. So if you have a goal that you want to reaching to that level, make sure that you start from stage one. If it's anything, becoming a cop, firefighter, martial artist, just make sure that step one is the most important thing you take first. Don't take it step 2 or 3. It's always step 1 first, and just work your way up as what you want to be.
That's very interesting. Now, when you did all that, you went through all that process. Some people would call it maybe time wasted. What would you call that process of finding exactly what you want to do in life?
I don't think it was a time wasted. I think it was a learning experience, especially like when I went into my training and stuff and become a deputy. It's this experience. It's not a time wasted. Something that I figured out that I didn't want to be anymore. Something that I want to be, and then I actually got to do it. Getting tased with a taser, 50,000 volts in your back and in your butt cheek, no, it doesn't feel good. Then having to wear a volted vest that's shooting out 100,000 volts. They wear it for the inmates to go to the courtroom. That doesn't feel good. You got 2 prongs on each chest, 2 prongs in your stomach, 2 prongs on your lower back and your higher back, and it just puts you to the ground like that. Stuff like that, I really didn't like, but you had to do it to carry it. So just remember, stuff that you want to be, just make sure that's for sure that's what you want to be. But like I did, it wasn't time wasted. I just learned that that's something that wasn't for me. Like I told my son, he wanted to become a cop. I said, make sure that's what you want to do, because I did it, and if that's what you want to do, make sure that you stick with it. Don't turn around and quit because you say you want to do it and then you find out it's not for you. It's something that you got to make sure that you want to do. I got a cousin that's been in the state trooper for 16 years now, and he loves it. I got a cousin, his younger brother, that went to the academy for 36 weeks, only in I think 22 weeks, had 9 or 10 weeks left and quit. So it wasn't for him. So some can be for you, some can't be for you. You just got to make sure that's your pick, what you want.
Interesting, man. We appreciate you right here at New Lifestyle Stylers, Extreme. I don't know, style as Exclusive. And we hope to get with you, sometime in a couple weeks or a couple days from now. We can, sit down and do more programs with you guys and just, yeah.
Always welcome. We appreciate y'all coming up.